Swimming like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Welcome to the Orange County Shrimp Tank Podcast post-show wrap-up. Hey, this is where we interview CEOs and business owners across the United States on the do's and don'ts of running their business. My guest today is Bill Schallmo. We're going to get back to him in a second, but I want everybody to check out orangecounty.shrimptankpodcast.com and get a replay. Check out the whole show here. There's a lot of information you're going to want to listen to this show. Hey, Bill, I want to get back to you now. And Bill, in terms of, we're always asked this one question. That question is, what do you do? I know folks of you, if you've seen our previous shows, I bring up this question, but it's very important to me about experience because it takes years to go through the ups and downs of your business and, to better serve your clients. And in my case, I've been in the business 34 years. I would say in 10 years, I've mastered my business. So, and Bill, so I want to ask you this. When did you feel like you said, hey, I got this thing down. I know I deal with coaches. I deal with other people, and I might do a Q&A, but I have this thing down. I'm in the 98% there, right? When did you feel like you had that feeling when you were there? And how many years in the real estate business have you been in it?
I've actually been licensed since 1982, and I think to answer your second part of that question, probably 10 years.
10 years too?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
So, Bill, what would you say for somebody out there that's maybe looking to make that jump to be a business owner, and become an entrepreneur, okay? And in any business, in any industry, what basically, what's the key element to running and growing a successful business?
I think you have to have passion. I think you really have to be in a position where what it is you do, you just love it all the time, and you're willing to do the things it takes to propel your passion to the next level.
Right. And it's about attitude and mindset too, wouldn't you think? You got to have the right attitude and the right mindset.
You got to be coachable, and for those of us who played sports, I mean, the only reason that we were any good is we had coaches telling us where to go and how to go and what to do and what not to do. So that's really at the end of the day, I think people need to be coachable. They need to, if they don't know, read a book. If they don't know, get a coach who's been there where you haven't been. And I think it's important to embrace those kinds of things.
To lead the way.
Lead the way.
There you go.
Yeah, there's no question that passion is a vital thing. You got to have that passion because it makes things a lot easier in your world. It's easy to get up and read the materials because you love it. It's like people say, "Hey, you're working. Are you kidding me? I'm enjoying this." So, I mean, like you were saying, I remember you talking about a story earlier that you got involved with some rental incomes. You did other things, and you were brought up in terms of a little construction too. So to you, it was like on a project. Besides your passion for working with people and the people that were tenants that were at your real estate, you already had that passion. So you really loved that already, correct?
Absolutely. It was a good entry point for me to kind of say, okay, I like this. I'm going to do it.
And, I have a question adding to that in terms of social medias and, with all the ways of getting the message across to people out there, we have our different ways. People like the phone. Some people like emails. Some people like LinkedIn.
Yeah, Facebook.
I mean, now people are now getting familiar with the podcast. I mean, do you like a combination of them or any particular one that stands out with you?
I think podcasts are great, but I think you can't ignore all the other disciplines. You really have to be careful because I think that certain audiences are and favor certain types of social media. So as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, you can't miss out on those the possible potential for new customers.
Do you have a preference, a particular one you stands out more? I mean, you like them all, but is there one particular one you stand out more?
I think podcasts and Facebook would probably be the two that I would say are going to be the leaders in the next 2 to 3 years, and then something else is going to come along.
I want to say though, remember we're old school guys. We like the phone, right?
Phone.
You brought up about how you had a lot of contacts with people on the phone too, right?
Yeah, I like the phone, and it's how I was trained.
Okay.
Pick up the phone and call people, and I think people will appreciate that.
But you're definitely embracing all the other technologies.
You absolutely have to.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You know, it brings up a story here. There was somebody that used to joke to me all the time about, hey, here's, Leonard, you got to embrace technology. Here's a piece of paper. Write your message out on the piece of paper. And here's a rock. And we're going to wrap that rock. And here's some thread. We're going to put the thread on it and just throw it out the window. And it's going to hit a car. And hopefully it hits the back window and it'll get to the U.S. Postal Service. I got to tell you, that was a great description of who I was. And then now I love technology. So I just wanted to share that. And I'm like you. I'm old school. I like the phones, but I'm definitely, we got to keep it updated with all the technologies without a question, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I remember when I was first approached with electronic mail, and I said, "What is that?" And I'm going to write something down and send it out into wherever somebody's going to read that. But like with Leonard, you got to embrace the technology. So to kind of reiterate what Leonard was saying, you have a preferred way for people to get a hold of you, and contact you. Why don't you share that with the folks?
Well, like I said before, I'm old school, so probably the best way to reach me is my cell phone is 714-420-4435. And then if you prefer email, my email address is billmyrealtor@yahoo.com.
Hey, Bill, I want to thank you. And again, folks, you got to check out OrangeCountyShrimpTankPodcast.com. You got to check out the show. We really work this guy, and he's just been a great guest. And I just want to share that. I mean, it's Bill Schallmo with
Virtual Realty Group.
Yeah, and again, check out OrangeCountyShrimpTankPodcast.com. Download one of the shows here, and again, check out the show. If you're looking about real estate, if you want some Q&A, you want to hear someone who has years of experience, you want to listen to his story. Always check out YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, and download a podcast. And if you want to be on the show, that's very important. If you want to be on the show, check out the same website, and we'll see what we can do on that, okay? Always remember, with the ups and the downs of the business world, I mean, we have them out there. Always stay cool out there.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp